right, I'm standing here with Stephen Fowler. Stephen passed his JS this weekend. Congratulations, buddy. Awesome.
Thank you.
Stephen has an awesome selection of blades. Please pick up one and give me something about it.
Yeah. This one is my favorite. It's the Rebel Fighter pattern. It's a little bit of a recurve, box elder handle, stainless steel double guard. This thing is cuts.
Very cool shape, man.
Thank you.
Well, beautiful work, Stephen. Thank you, and congratulations again, man.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay, we're here at Blade 2015 at the DISKIN USA booth. Our good friend Mike Quisenberry stopped by. Mike is a master smith and a fantastic maker. His work is just beautiful in every aspect. Mike, thanks for coming by the booth. We love you.
Thanks for having me, Joe.
Great job. Mike, tell us about some of your stuff and what you brought this year.
This is a fully forged integral. It's a W pattern blade. This whole thing starts off with a little block of steel about yay big. First thing you do is you forge in these little tenons up here. Tenon is going to become a blade and then a tang, and the double lug of the guards gets forged out as well, and then the rest of the blade and the tang gets forged. The blade's been parkerized. The stabilized koa has been left proud of all the steel and titanium domed pins.
It's really nice. When you first grab this knife, you can feel that there's a relief here, and it's just beautifully done. So well done.
Thank you, Joe.
Gorgeous work. Mike, what else have you been up to?
Trying to make knives, brother. Trying to find time to make knives. That is it.
Again, we love when Mike comes by. He's one of the most talented master smiths out there, and just a hell of a good guy. You guys have never been to Blade, you should show up. All the master smith stars are always here, and they're good enough to come by and spend some time with us.
I love you, Joe.
We've got a case full of great pieces, not all on a lot of them are just on display. There's pieces from Dave Mirabli, Sam Lurkin, Jason Knight. Come by our booth when you get a chance. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Alright guys, we're here at the DISKIN USA booth with Stephen Lewis. Stephen is from South Africa. Stephen is the preemptive South African knife collector, I guess you'd go to say. Steve, tell a little bit about yourself and how the Blade is going so far.
Well, I come every year to Blade. It's an absolutely fantastic show. I've been coming here for many, many years. This is the greatest knife show in the world. And this is one of the greatest knife guys in the world, okay? You will never ever meet a better guy than Joe in your life.
Too kind, too kind.
So we come every year to the show. There's a bunch of South Africans. South Africa's had a huge impact on custom knives in America. Knife makers like Chris Reeve, Owen Wood, Bertie Rietveld. We've had some brilliant knife makers. Andre van Heerden, Andre Thorben. At the show every year, we would never ever miss Blade. It's an awesome show.
Well, it wouldn't be the same without Stephen. Stephen is a huge promoter of the arts. A lot of these great pieces would not exist if there weren't people like Stephen that were spending the money, taking the time to promote it. He promotes custom knives in South Africa for the good of everyone. Stephen, it's always a pleasure.
Sure.
Thank you so much,
brother.
man. Thank you.
Look after yourself.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, 2015 Blade. I'm standing here with Steve Delac. Steve Delac is promoter extraordinaire. Steve, tell us about what shows you promote. Speak loud. It's loud in here.
All right. Joe, I promote the East Coast Custom Knife Show. That's held in March, and the New York Custom Knife Show that will be held in November of this year. And also the Miami show will come back in 2017 in Miami. And also I have the TKI, the Tactical Invitational, which will be at Caesar's Palace this next year in January, and also I promote the Toronto Canadian Guild Show. So
if you guys probably all have attended end of the show, Steve's promoted. Steve does a flawless job. He's a huge patron of the arts. Not only is he sponsoring these shows so we all can go to these great shows, he's also a huge collector and a huge proponent for the art. Steve, thanks for coming to Diskin.
Hey.
What do you have to say about Matt Diskin?
Best guy out there.
Best guy out there for sure.
Yeah.
Thank you, Steve. Appreciate
and
it,
the
brother.
honest.
And the most honest Matt is.
That's right. Thanks for your help.
Thank you. Thanks. All right, I'm here at the Diskin USA booth, Blade 2015, with none other than John Gray.
Thanks for having me.
John is very popular right now. John makes a fantastic knife. He's only about an hour from me. We're going to end up doing some bow hunting this year. John, tell us what you brought to the show and what you have.
The new model I came up with, it's called the Slimline Utility Tactical, something a little bit more traditional looking, a little different than what I normally make.
I love the texture on it. Check that out. Beautiful. Great ergonomics. I love the kick of the blade going up. Really cool. Again, John does a lot of neat different pieces. What else do you have, John?
Another one coming out.
Tell us about these.
It's called a keeper. It holds your keys. It also opens your beer. And when bored, you could, you know, spin it on your finger, or knock on a door with it, or knock on something else if you had to. I know. Just a handy way to carry your keys on your belt loop.
John's having a great show. There's a ton of interest in his work. Just a real talent. Beautiful stuff. John, thank you for coming by and hanging out with us.
Thanks for having me.
John's always welcome. Thanks for looking. Yes. All right, Blade 2015 Diskin USA booth. I'm here with my buddy Kevin Smock. Kevin is Smock Knives. Kevin is a fantastic new maker. Kevin, tell us about what you brought and what you're doing.
This year I brought the SK23. It is a compression lock button release flipper. The compression lock part of it has been licensed through Spyderco, but it has a flipper on the top end here which doesn't stick out the side so it doesn't hit your hand when you're in the pocket. But when you flip it, it comes out nice Warren Cliff, and then it's got a button release. So it's a compression lock, but you use the button to release it, and then you can close it. So it's one hand open, one hand closed.
Fantastic, very cool. Kevin, how long have you been making knives?
This is actually, besides the prototype, this is the first one.
Wow.
So I've been doing knife modifying for 2 years, but this is the first venture in actually making my own knives. And I wanted to come up with something original as best I can.
Which is tough in this industry.
Yes, sure. It is very hard.
Kevin is also the designer and manufacturer of the WF line of risers, which are fantastic risers. You can see on my YouTube channel, I'm shooting one of those risers right now. They're awesome. Tell us about the archery company, CD Archery.
Yep, it's CD Archery. There's 3 of us. I did most of the design work. It's the risers are called the WF25, the WF19. The WF is for weight forward. It's kind of a new technology in balancing the weight out, so it shoots better. So you can check that out. We've got a CD Archery. You can also check out my website.
Yep.
It's Smock Knives. Also follow me on Instagram. I'm on Instagram and also YouTube.
Well, thanks for coming by Diskin.
Yes.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Blade 2015 Diskin USA booth. My good friend Greg Lightfoot.
Hey Joe, how are you?
Greg is an awesome maker. Been in the game longer than almost anybody. Is always coming out with great things. Greg, tell us about your new model.
This is the new Pit Boss, new for 2015, designed by Jared Van Otterloo and myself. Custom knife, custom backspacer. I race pit bulls all the time, so that's the name Pit Boss. Custom top, grind, subsonic tip, beautiful action. top shelf. 2015, love it.
That's it. For those of you familiar with Greg Lightfoot, Greg has staying power. Greg's been in this tactical genre of the folder for more years than almost anybody, and he continues to sell out at the shows and come up with new models that are just awesome. Greg, always a pleasure, brother.
Oh man, thank you.
Thank you. All right, Blade 2015 with my good buddy Rick Marshawn. Rick is a fantastic Canadian bladesmith and possibly the best looking Canadian knife maker there is. Rick, a few of us. Can I see your knife?
Yes.
Rick has a raw, organic style that really defines him as a maker. In the world of knives, man's oldest tool, it is so hard to stand out. Rick's work stands out from across the room. So right there in that feat, in my mind, Rick is just an awesome bladesmith that's really doing something that, in my mind, makes him a standout, awesome maker. Rick, tell us about this knife, please.
I don't know if I can top that. That was great. I'm
good at this.
I like using simple carbon steels.
Hansen.
I'm a forger.
Talk loud. You gotta yell.
We will get into that later. Yeah, I use simple carbon steels. I'm a forger. I love it. I love copper. I love hemp. Well, I love hemp on my handles.
You like that?
Yeah, I like the organic look, like Joe talked about. I'm a big fan of the big Bowies, but this one's a little scaled down model. The big ones are, you know, not everybody's got these kind of guns, right? So we got to get some for the little guys too, little marmoset hands. But anyway, I just really appreciate Joe for
awesome work,
kind of stuff, brother.
And I really appreciate it. Thank you for coming to the booth.
All right,
Blade 2015. Thank you, Rick Marshawn. Blade 2015. I'm here with Don Hansen. Everybody knows Don's work. Thank you, Don, for coming by. Don is one of the most popular master smiths out there. He specializes in just the finest of buoys and knives. Don's got a piece on him. Don's going to tell us a little bit about it. Don, please.
Small buoy, small-ish buoy, Damascus blue, mammoth ivory. It is already sold, but
all his stuff is always sold.
Good to be here with the
Don's just a fantastic maker, great fisherman. We have Joe Richards in the back. Say hi, Mr. Richardson. Go ahead.
Hi, gotta love the DISKIN booth and Don's buoys.
Everybody, thank you, appreciate it. Talk to you later.
Thank you.